Cherilyn Eagar's political life has traversed many avenues. In 1970, during the hotly debated Vietnam War, Cherilyn was on a diplomatic mission with the BYU Young Ambassadors. When the liberal women's agenda surfaced a few years later, Eagar became a delegate to the United Nations Women's Convention. Later that decade, she helped put a stop to the Equal Rights Amendment, a change to the United States Constitution. During the 80s, Cherilyn was busy educating and raising her family. She was back on the political front line by 1990, working to protect children in the classroom. Even at BYU, Cherilyn took up the fight against radical feminism. In 1993, she was instrumental in protecting parental rights. Following in President Reagan's footsteps, Eagar confronted the Department of Education and its socialist agenda in 1994. She was in full throttle in 1996 as she worked as campaign manager for Tom Daschle, who challenged Chris Cannon for a seat in Congress. At the turn of the century, Cherilyn led the way on a legal challenge to secure voter rights in Connecticut. 2 years later, she was featured in Sean Hannity's book, Let Freedom Ring. Because of her efforts, the American Red Cross issued a national apology for trying to stop her high school from singing patriotic songs. Fighting for decency and morality, Eagar took on the pornographic industry and homosexual indoctrination. By 2004, she worked with the Utah Coalition for Traditional Marriage to help pass Amendment 3, which defines marriage between a man and his wife. In 2006, Eagar secured funding for legal research that successfully restricted gay-straight alliance clubs on Utah school campuses. 2 years later, she was working with Utah State Senator Margaret Dayton. Together, they successfully stopped another liberal and progressive education program. Last year, Eagar was fighting for states' rights and also assisted grassroots organizations like the Patrick Henry Caucus, the 9/12, and Tea Party coalitions. The year 2010. America is weary of corrupt politicians who work backroom deals while undermining the Constitution. Cherilyn Eagar is principled. She is passionate about our country's sovereignty and will restore America's confidence in its elected officials. She has demonstrated this for more than 30 years in fighting for conservative principles and values that are important to all of us. Cherilyn is Utah's most conservative and experienced candidate running for U.S. Senate. Cherilyn Eagar, proven, ready to serve.